So we're into our second week of Church at Home, and I'm going to give you some ideas of things this week that you might sing. If we had been meeting together, it would have been a Songs of Praise service. Praise can be quite difficult in a time of trouble and hardship, especially if it seems to be for the whole nation, not just ourselves. But I hope that we will be able to continue to praise God together, because he is indeed always worthy of praise. The psalmist knew times of great joy as well as of great sorrow, but he also understood and knew that God was faithful through every circumstance. I suggest that perhaps a version of Psalm 24, "The Lord's my shepherd," might remind us of that, because it talks about the green lush pastures, but also talks about the dark valleys that we might pass through. So you might choose one of the more traditional versions of "The Lord's my shepherd" or "The King of Love my shepherd is," or you might choose one of the newer versions with similar titles but a more modern tune. It isn't easy to praise God when things are bleak, and there are some modern songwriters who've addressed that. Our praise can be a real sacrifice rather than something we want to do very willingly. Matt Redman's song, "Blessed Be Your Name," or Stuart Townend's song, "We Have Sung Our Songs of Victory," might help us to express that difficulty in bringing God praise when times are hard. We are sure, though, that God is faithful, and it would be good to lift our spirits by reminding ourselves of those things. So perhaps you could listen to or sing along, if you've got words at home or can find a version on YouTube that includes the lyrics, that faithful old hymn, "It Is Well With My Soul," and remind ourselves it was written by someone who had had his business almost bankrupted by the Great Fire of Chicago, and then who lost his wife and children when their ship was sunk in a storm. Yet he could still express that with God he was well in his soul. It will give us a reassurance that even if we are feeling very small, our God is very big. And so it would also perhaps be good to be reminded that our foundation is not in ourselves. It's not how good we are or how great we are, but about how amazing God is. So that lovely song, "My Hope is Built on Nothing Less," might be an appropriate one for us to end with this week. I hope this music lifts your soul. If you've got some suggestions of music you think would be good, that you can encourage each other by sharing, then do be in touch, either through the WhatsApp group or by telephone to the Manse, or by an email that you drop to me at my church email address. That's sarah.bingham@greenlanechurch.org.uk. Worship should not just be about me doing all the talking. It should be something interactive where we share and encourage with one another, and perhaps this gives us an opportunity to do that in a way we don't often do on a Sunday. Take care, and I'll see you in the next part where we think about prayer.